Hi everyone, welcome to Meet Me at the SPCA. I'm Jim Boudreau, the Executive Director of our Tompkins County Shelter. We're going to head on over to our main shelter on Hanshaw Road and check in with Elizabeth and Tanya, two of our fantastic volunteers who are going to show us some adoptable pets. And then we're going to come back here to the studio where we're going to talk a little bit about our annual March for the Animals. So enjoy our adoptable animals and we'll see you back in a moment.
This beautiful girl is Betsy. She's a medium hair calico. She's only 3.5 years old. Here you go, girl. Here you go. You want a treat? Here you go. She was found as a stray in the middle of a snowstorm in December. So she's been here a very long time. She was pretty scared, and it took her a long time to warm up to people. But she's come a long way, and she's becoming a sweet girl. Come here. Show your pretty face. Betsy, Betsy, come here, girl. Look at those green eyes. Whoa, pretty girl. She's not fond of other felines, so she would do best as an only cat in your home. She needs a daily brushing with this glorious long hair. Here you go, here you go. And she loves to play, especially with this bird. You gonna play? You gonna play, girl? You gonna play? This lovely girl is Mia. She's 2 years old, and she had a pretty rough time of it. When she came into the shelter, she had a very irritated back, and it mystified the vets. Come here, girl, come here. As to what caused it, and they think that it was partially caused by a burn. So she's wearing a thunder shirt so she doesn't scratch it and let it heal. Her previous owners described Mia as sweet and loving and highly intelligent. And we think, come here, girl, once she gets into a loving home, she'll settle down even more, and when she's healed, of course, and she'll be just the sweetest, beautiful calico girl. She likes to play. She loves being up on a perch watching the birds. Here, girl. Come here, girl. I think she wants to go look at the real birds out the window right now. Come here. Come here. She would do best as the only cat in a home. She's not crazy about other kitties. She wants to be your only one. Right, girl? That's our beautiful Mia. Come visit her at the shelter on Hanshaw Road. This pretty kitty is Bobby Norbu. Go figure, female named Bobby Norbu. She's 6 years old, and her former person had a new roommate who was allergic to her, so she had to bring her to the shelter. So Bobby needs a new home. Here you go, girl. She's friendly. She loves to be inside, looking out a window, watching birds and the rest of the world go by. She should be an only kitty. She's not particularly fond of other cats. Hey, girl. She's a beautiful tabby with some gold. She's got a white chest. Yeah. And I think once she settles into your home, she'd get even sweeter and be a really nice companion. So this is our Bobby Norbu. She's been here quite a long time, many months. So it's really time she gets to snuggle up with somebody at home and call her own.
Hi, my name is Tanya, and I'm a volunteer at the SPCA of Tompkins County, and I'm here to introduce you to some of the adoptable dogs at the SPCA. This is Mr. Beefy, who is a 1-year-old pit mix who was found as a stray. Mr. Beefy is quite the specimen. He's just beautiful, beautiful color, fur, muscular, gigantic head, and real sweet-natured boy that'll do anything for hot dog. Mr. Beefy is really easy on a leash. He's great to walk with, doesn't pull on the leash, very calm. He didn't test well with dogs, so he would have to be the only dog in a household, and most likely doesn't get along with cats either. As far as children, because he's so large and he can get pretty boisterous when he's playing, we're recommending a household with children no younger than about 12. But he is a real sweetheart. Come here, Mr. Beefy. Show your face. Just a sweetheart and will be a wonderful companion. If you'd like to meet Mr. Beefy, come on into the SPCA of Tompkins County. This is Nikov, who is an 8-year-old boxer who was brought here when his family moved to a place that didn't take animals. So he's looking for a new forever home, and he is such a love. I love this boy. He gives big slobbery kisses, so you have to be able to enjoy those if you want to take Nico home, but he is absolutely wonderful. Very easy on a leash, gets along with other dogs. It's great with children. He is a little bit of a resource guarder. What that means is if he has something that's important to him and you try to take it from him, he can get a little bit excited. So we're recommending a household probably with not young children, or if it's a young child that they know not to take something that's important away from Nikov. But he is such a sweet boy, great cuddler. And if you can resist this face, there's something the matter with you. Because look at this face. You can't resist. This adorable mop top is Patty Mayonnaise. She's a 2-year-old Shih Tzu who was found tied up to someone's back porch, and it wasn't their dog. It just mysteriously showed up on the back porch. So she's a stray. We don't know much about her. She came in, she was a little nervous and shy, but she's loosened up a little bit with the volunteers and has proved herself to be quite the cuddle bug. I mean, she's adorable, just loves to curl up in your lap, and can imagine her sitting watching the soaps on the couch with you. She's just a wonderful companion. Not high energy. I mean, she does need to get outside and go for walks. Because she can be a little shy and nervous, we're recommending a household without young children, because young children can sometimes be pretty grabby and noisy. So probably a household with children over age 12. But Patty Mayonnaise, show me your face. Silly girl. Oh, belly rubs. She does like belly rubs, that's for sure. So come on and meet our sweet little mop top, Patty Mayonnaise.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope you enjoyed our adorable adoptable pets. Patty Mayonnaise in particular, I think we're all a little captured by her name. So come on down and see her sometime soon. Joining me right now in the studio is the lovely and talented Lynn Conway, who does multiple things at the shelter for us. Welcome, Lynn.
Thank you so much, Jim.
Obviously, we're here today to talk a little bit about our March for the Animals. It is our 6th annual March for the Animals. Why don't you tell us a little bit about what the march is all about?
So the March, Jim, as you very well know as our executive director, is our most important fundraiser of the calendar year. It takes place on Sunday, October 4th at the beautiful F.R. Newman Arboretum at the Cornell Plantations at the Cornell University campus. It's in the upper part of the plantations, a little bit more secluded to allow for the hundreds of marchers that come along with all of their pets to march along with them.
And what is the goal for the March for the Animals?
We have a financial goal of $100,000, and last year we surpassed that goal by raising $119,000. We were amazed and surprised, and we hope that we exceed the goal as well this year.
Now, this is what we sort of conceptually in the business call a friend raiser.
Yes.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about how that works?
Well, part of the fun of the march is the idea that you come with your friends. You form teams. They may be family members, they may be co-workers, they may be people who go to the gym with you. It really doesn't matter. It's the idea that we're all there together celebrating the work that the SPCA of Tompkins County has done for 113 years in this county.
So like a locally popular women's swim-in or an
Yes.
AIDS ride, this is basically an event that really relies on the exponential power of participation.
Yes.
Friends asking friends to help them support the shelter.
That's exactly right. I think that's the best way to put it. Friends asking friends. Because one of the things that we all know, when someone asks you personally to do something, to help them, to give money, to do whatever it is, when you ask them directly, they're more inclined to help you. And so if you're interested in any way in participating in the March for the Animals, ask your friends. Tell them that you want to support the animals in Tompkins County and that that's important to you and that you count on their support.
Mm-hmm. So how do people get involved with the march?
Well, the easiest way is to go to our website at the shelter, which the address for that is spcaonline.com, and right smack in the middle of the page, you will see this enormous logo for the March for the Animals, and you click on that, and it takes you to something called First Giving. These kinds of things, these social platforms, you don't need to know a whole lot about because we make it easy for you to understand how to participate. In fact, on our webpage, say you've never done this before, on our webpage is a step-by-step tutorial that one of our staff members, Rochelle, developed to make it easy for someone so that they don't find it stressful or I have no idea what to do. But not everybody in the whole wide world lives on a tablet or has a phone or a computer, and that's fine. We have paper forms too that can be printed out or mailed to you, and then you can collect money the old-fashioned way, have people give you checks, have people make pledges, and so on and so forth. I do want to point out that because this is our largest fundraiser of the year, we hope that adults, raise $100 in support of the animals. If you're a child under the age of 18, then that fee would be $50 that we hope that you would raise. And I say hope with a capital H, but by no means is it a barrier to participating if you raise $90 or $45. And you do pay a $10 registration fee, and that helps offset the cost to put on the march. And for that $10 registration fee, you get a terrific t-shirt, you get a fantastic lunch catered by Cornell Catering, part of the Cornell dining system, and we're very grateful to Gail Finan and all of the people at Cornell Catering and Cornell Dining who help us. And you get a tote bag full of goodies. The march is successful because of local businesses that sponsor it. For example, the CFCU is our presenting sponsor and gave a very generous gift to help this. And other sponsors as well, like Harris Beach, Sprague and Janowski, the Cayuga Radio Group. I'm trying to think of who I'm missing that has been most generous.
We have return sponsors such as the Computing Center locally.
Right. Right, Larry Baum, terrific.
For sure. And these corporate sponsors, I mean, they really, help us produce this event and really make the event truly happen so that we can provide a subsidized luncheon for people, obviously,
Yes.
that we can get the t-shirts and all that good stuff. You mentioned a little bit about the downloadable forms from the website. I know a lot of our youth marchers like
Yes.
those. I've participated in this event obviously several years in a row now, and I tend to just put it out via social media. So I might put it out via my own Twitter or via Facebook for sure. I'll send emails to people who've supported me in the past. And it is pretty surprising at how fast the dollars do add up. So I know right now, and we're still many days away from the march itself, and I think we do want to stress the point that October 4th itself, that day at the plantations, is truly a celebration, and it is a way to thank everyone who has done the fundraising for us for the last 6 weeks. You know, so right now, this far out, what are we looking at in the way of a total raise today, and where do we stand with that?
Well, when I checked today, drum roll please, we had $6,270 raised, and right now we have 54 individuals that have registered to participate, and we are up to 15 teams. And a team can be, my husband and I are a team. A team doesn't have to be a true team in the sense of the word. It can just be you and a friend or a larger group of people. And Jim, for example, our SPCA board is a team, if you will. That ties into the business aspect. If you have friends at work, and we spend a lot of time at the office, and our office mates are true friends, go together with them. And for example, Audrey Edelman, Realty USA, is putting together a team, a CFCU certainly, Briar Patch Veterinary Hospital is one of our sponsors, and they do a team as well. A number of grooming places, No Barks About It, Pause to Play. And so people get in the spirit of this. And the idea is, yes, to raise money, but it's also to feel good about the work we're doing to save animals.
For sure, for sure. I know that sometimes when I talk to people about the March for the Animals, I say, hey, join my team, help me out. You know, the event's going to be October 4th, and they say, oh, I'm out of town October 4th. You know, I can't make it. We have a fix for that. I mean, right?
We do. We have something called a virtual marcher, and you too can be a virtual marcher. You don't have to physically be present at the plantations that day, but you want to give us support. And so you don't have a fundraising minimum per se, because anything helps in this situation.
And you don't pay a registration fee.
That's exactly right. It's the idea that you want to be with us in spirit, and so you do some fundraising on your own and share it with us in any way that you can.
Now, you definitely said this is really about supporting the shelter, the work that we do. I don't think a lot of people know, but we need to basically raise a little over $900,000 a year to really make ends meet. So while $100,000 sounds like a large amount of money, and it is, we've been able to successfully raise that the last 2 years and exceed that goal. But again, it is about that exponential power of participation where all of those little donations do add up. So while that might not seem like a lot today, what's been raised, obviously by the time we get to the March, the true bulk of the fundraisers comes in the few weeks leading up to it. But that being said, we do like to throw in a little component of just a little competitive nature there. So we do give our top fundraiser a couple of little prizes. So why don't you tell us a little bit about those?
And they're not so little. So the SPCA puts out an amazing calendar of owned pets by people who have adopted them from us perhaps, and maybe not, but it doesn't really matter. So our SPCA calendar will be available for the 2016 version. It'll be on sale at the March for the Animals. But what's important about what's on the cover of that calendar, that person's dog or cat that's on the cover was the overall top fundraiser from the previous year's March for the Animals. And so your dog or cat can be a cover girl or a cover boy, if that's a word, and you really get to bask in that all year long.
No, that's great. I know that some of our other corporate sponsors throw in some extra prizes there as well. I know our good friends at Island Fitness give a 6-month membership, I think, to the winner as well.
6-month membership, and Rasa Spa.
A little Rasa Spa to work those, you know, tired bones from all that marching through the
get
plantations.
Those kinks out of your calf,
exactly.
right?
You're starving afterwards as well. So our good friends at Agava throw in a gift certificate for dinner.
Nothing like a taco.
Exactly. So it is truly one of those, you know, the expression, you know, it takes a village is a little bit of a cliche, but, you know, because we are truly funded by this community's generosity, you know, this show of support is not just needed financially, but it just speaks to people's care about what we do and the animals that need us.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. So the day of, if we can just go back to that a little bit, what would you expect the day of if you were a regular March attendee?
I'm expecting good weather.
Yes, we're expecting gorgeous weather, in
And
fact.
you know, it's early fall, so it's not too cold usually. And we start about 10:30, and then the march sort of takes off after some introductory comments by you. And again, another drum roll, please. Our March for the Animals chairperson, Mayor Savante Myrick, who's been a tremendous friend to the shelter and to so many in the city of Ithaca. He's really, there is no better guy than Savante. And so we'll have some comments from our Board of Directors president, Pam Bleiweiss. Will Pam still be the
sure.
board
Yep.
president then? Good. I didn't know if we were turning over.
Nope.
It's just a little insider baseball
Not till
there.
January.
There you go. God bless you, Pam. But anyway, so we'll have some opening comments, and then we will have our goodie bags and our pets and our cats. Cindy Pataky brings her cats in a stroller covered with sort of plastic. It's sort of part of the tradition to see the baby stroller cats marching around.
It is always very eye-catching.
Yes.
And again, a lot of times people say, oh, it's just a dog walk. And we do call it a march for the animals because obviously we house and shelter any companion animal. So whether that's a bird, a lizard, a chinchilla, I
Right.
mean, you've seen them at the shelter.
Sure.
It is about, what we do is really about companion animals. And obviously we investigate cruelty. We don't house farm animals or, at our facility, but we do investigate cruelty and then rehome farm animals as well. So people have come in the past, as you know, with pictures of their guinea pig on a stick. I mean, it really is a fairly lively event, and I really do think that people really embrace all animals at this event. And
Right.
even though dogs tend to be the ones that are most naturally inclined to be able to go for a walk, there have been cats. I've seen rabbits on small leashes. So it really is about all animals. But truly join us, visit our website for more. Lynn, I want to thank you so much for being my guest.
My pleasure.
And we are going to pop back over to the shelter and check in with Olivia, who has another Happy Tales adoption update for us. And thank you for joining us.
My name is Olivia Cohen, and I'm here to present this week's episode's Happy Tales Adoption Update. Since our last show, the following have been adopted: dogs Gertie, Gizmo, and cats Ginger and Clara. So we've received some great letters from previous adopters, and I'll read you some that were shared with us. First, we have Kiko. It says, we adopted Kiko the dog back in February of this year. She's amazing. She's doing wonderful and has made herself right at home. We are so thankful she's a part of our family. Thank you, Tompkins County SPCA, for bringing us together. And then we have Darla the dog. Says, just wanted to share a photo and update of Darla and her BFF Diva doing what they do best, snuggling. I adopted Darla back in April, and it did not take long for this little lady to steal all of our hearts. I just wanted to give a big thank you to all the staff and volunteers for all the love and care you gave her. And lastly, we have Jethro the kitten. And Jethro, now Leroy, is doing well and enjoying his new home. We visited the annex location at the Pyramid Mall and instantly fell in love. We always love stopping by and seeing all the great things you are doing for animals in the community. We are so lucky to have such a sweet little guy as part of our family. If you would like to share your Happy Tales adoption updates, send an email to adoptions@spcaonline.com or visit our Tompkins County SPCA Facebook page. Thank you for watching.